This is music, and this, I guess, is the third part of an unofficial trilogy on cool stuff I bought from Japan. In my previous haul video, I showed you some really cool things I bought from JJ from the Tokyo Vinyl channel right here on YouTube. And he even threw in a fantastic cassette tape as a freebie, so that's awesome. In the whole video before that, I showed you some cool things that I bought from Kipike in Japan as well, including the entire discography by the Danish band Prime Time. Only 3 albums, but whatever. And in this video, I'm going to show you some really cool things that I picked up at CD Japan. And it's just a coincidence that I had like 3 hauls come in at the same time from Japan. Before looking at the CD Japan haul, however, I just want to show you one really cool item that actually came in today. We're talking this cassette tape right here by Consecration, better known as the Sexy Beard Squad. This is Reanimated, an EP that came out on CD a couple of years ago, but it was originally intended to be released on cassette tape. And here you go. It is out on cassette tape the way it was intended. And this one is released on a label called Cryptic Blood. It's a cassette tape label, and it's a label that puts a lot of effort into making each individual cassette tape into a piece of art in its own right. For example, this one here, not only do you have the cool cover artwork, also from the CD, but as you can see, it's a kind of a golden case. And if you flip it around, there's even a cool print on the case. So that is awesome. So the version I have, or the edition I have, is the Golden Shell edition with this really cool label on it as well with the print and the artwork. Just fantastic. This one also came with this card, hand numbered. There are only 20 copies of this particular edition in existence, and I have number one, so that's pretty cool. The J card itself is also incredibly cool. Looks like this, right? You fold it out, you have the artwork, you have the band and their glorious beards, but that's not enough. You can flip this one up. It's kind of a fold out thing, and then you have the logo. Really cool stuff, and I really appreciate the effort that the label Cryptic Blood puts into making their cassette tapes unique and special and making them into, pieces of art in their own right. So that is absolutely fantastic. I don't know why I said it like that. Musically, this is Death Doom, and it's awesome. Check it out if you like your Death Doom. Like really riffy, really heavy, really beardy, of course. So check it out. It's great. Now, let's turn to the haul from CD Japan. I picked up a bunch of these Nakaoka CD inner sleeves. I always do that because they're really useful. So, the CDs. First, we have this one here, All Bros by Aldius, power metal band. They're all ladies. This is from the Reno era, so it might be a bit on the softer side. I'm not sure. I've never heard this one before. Yeah, it's power metal, quite melodic, fantastic musicianship. So I'm kind of, picking up their stuff whenever I have the chance to do it because I think they're great. So there you go. Glad to have this one, All Bros. There are multiple editions of this one. I just went with what I think this is a standard one, but I'm actually not sure. It actually does come with a DVD, so maybe it's not the standard one. I have no idea. Uh, Whatever. Up next, we have this one here, East of Eden, Forbidden Fruit. Great stuff too. So there you go. Glad to have this one. Now I have like 3 CDs by the same band. It's also a band where they are all ladies. We're talking Fate Gear. This is Kill the Shadow King because they have to outdo Rainbow and not just kill the king, but kill the Shadow King. They have this kind of like manga style cover artwork. And I didn't even know this, but this one came with an external bonus. This card with a print of the artwork. So that's pretty cool. I also grabbed myself a copy of this one here. This is the Vanguard of Hades, also by Fate Gear. So that is really cool. And we have one more Fate Gear release, and that is this one here. Um, Obviously also by Fate Gear. This is Winds of Fall, a single, just 3 tracks on it. That's very cool. Great band. And the next one is also a band where all the members are ladies. We're talking Hagane. This is Code 9021. So this is with the old lineup. They underwent a drastic lineup change where I think half the band quit, and then the remaining members had to, find replacements, and they've done that successfully. Found some amazing musicians. This is with the old lineup, and I've never heard anything I think with the old lineup, so that's pretty cool. Glad to have this one. Up next, we got some alternative rock. This is Link to Sitte Zikure, a power trio. Um, Kind of a combination of alternative rock and noise rock, and it's also quite progressive. This one has Telecastic Fake Show, which is my favorite song of theirs. Very, very dynamic and almost like frantic drumming. The vocalist sings, he has this kind of like high pitched, kind of falsetto, but it sounds tortured. And then the bass player, she does backing vocals and she has this very raw and vulnerable sounding voice. This is great stuff. Not metal, but still great stuff. And up next, we have this one here, Apple of My Eye by Nemophila, the most recent full length album of theirs, and their first full length without Saki, who left the band. And I gotta be honest, I was a bit hesitant to pre order this one because, I don't know, after Saki left, what musical direction would they go into? Would they go overboard in new metal, which is not my cup of tea? Of course, if they did, that's fine. It's just not my cup of tea. Or would they incorporate more electronic elements? What would they do? Uh, I was on an episode of Radio Raku Sokoho, and the main host, David, played one song from this album, and it sounded really cool. And I was kind of like, okay, uh, not that worried anymore. So I decided to pick this one up. Let's hear. I did miss the like 2 lead guitars. So, although they can probably or they have made it work without Saki, I hope they will get a guitarist who can play lead guitar too, so they can have like solo trade-offs and stuff. Because that was really cool when Saki was in the band. Saki is a great guitarist. Hazuki is a great guitarist too. Saki has her own solo stuff going on now. She put out an EP called Germinans, which is awesome too. And now you have Nemophila doing their thing. So it's kind of a win-win situation. But there you go. Apple of My Eye by Nemophila. And I'll blast this one here, Risky Melody Reflection. Also, an all ladies heavy metal band. There are so many bands on the Japanese metal scene these days where they're all ladies that it seems almost like a rare occurrence if you come across a band with guys in it. Of course, it isn't. That's just kind of what it seems. But there you go. Pretty cool haul of CDs from CD Japan. And of course, as a bonus, this amazing cassette tape by the Sexy Beard Squad. Thanks for watching.